What do you think Charlie's most likely occupation would be?
Well, in first grade, he was obsessed by polar animals. So I'm hoping maybe he goes to the Arctic and tries to save the polar bears or something like that.
On a hockey team or play hockey or something like that. Being a color commentator for hockey. Because he likes hockey so much. Be a hockey player. Be a hockey player.
Anything to do with sports. Any profession that centers around sports.
I think he's so smart. I think he could, you know, and he likes talking to people. I think he might be like a salesman. What do you think Charlie would do?
Birthday!
Be a birthday, okay. Or it could be a teacher, or he really likes sports and talking about sports.
Whatever he wants, and you know, I see something, you know, maybe engineering or on the science, math side of things, and you know, that astronaut suit didn't look too bad on him either during our wax museums.
Ground control to Major Tom.
So Charlie is surrounded by software developers, his parents, his godparents, you know. So I definitely think Charlie's going to be a fireman. or a policeman, or something definitely not software.
Something different.
Yeah, something different, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Something with animals, I think. And I think, you know, I'm kind of leaning now toward, you know, I think he'll be a professor. Kind of seems fitting for him. And he'll probably be an absent-minded professor, and I have a feeling he'll be always forgetting something when he goes to teach his class, and he'll probably be late for class. Those are my guesses. But he'll be a very good professor, though, once he gets there and remembers everything. He'll be a great professor, because I know he'll be passionate.
It has to do with math and science, so I would say either an engineer, an astronaut, or maybe a doctor that studies things and tries to find out why diseases happen. But something where he uses his brain a lot in the science area.
Are we human?
I remember the day he was in the church and he was getting christened.
Oh, really?
And he was this big. His head was here and his legs were here. I mean, he was this big. And I don't think it was embarrassing. When they poured the water on him, he was scared, but he didn't cry, and that's when I knew he was great.
I think when we were baptizing Charlie, he cried a little bit when we, but you know, how was he to know that the holy water was chilled?
Charlie is just not an easily embarrassed student. He has such a good sense of humor.
I think we were in writer's workshop, and Charlie would often sit there with a blank piece of paper, and he just had such a hard time getting everything in his mind down on paper. So I remember walking up to him and saying, "Charlie, do you think you could try to write one sentence?" And he said, "I just love first grade so much, I don't know where to start." One story I remember about Charlie that's very nice is he singing a song about his sister Elodie, who he loves very much, and singing, "Elodie, the best baby, who could ask for anything more? Elodie, the best baby, who could ask for anything more?" And another thing with Elodie is he gets very tender and sweet and says, "Elodie, hi Elodie, you want to play Happy Monkey with me? You want to play Happy Monkey with Charlie?" Or he'll say, "With Charlie?" So that's kind of how Elodie says it. So he's very sweet.
I remember one time we went to the beach, and he was with you guys, with his sisters, and we were out playing in the water, and this wave came in, and this big wave, and it scared him, and you know, he was out there protecting you guys, doing a good job, but then as soon as the wave came in, he just turned around and ran. Just like ran for his life and left you guys. Yeah, left you guys in the water. which, you know, was a little scary, but at the same time it was kind of funny because he's usually not like that at all.
Where Katie had a sleepover friend, or a friend over for a sleepover, and they kind of went upstairs to collect their daughter's belongings and kind of hurried out, and Dad said that he went up there to he thought it was kind of odd, and went upstairs to see what was up, if there was like something strange hanging around, or like a dirty diaper or something laying around, and what he ended up seeing was Charlie going to the bathroom with the door wide open. So that's kind of embarrassing. That's probably the only embarrassing story I know about Charlie.
If Charlie were to take a really long vacation and he could go anywhere, where do you think he'd go?
If there was a place called Hockeyland, he would love it. But since there's no such place as that, maybe Legoland or Disneyland.
You know, I think he'd be happy anywhere his family was. When I look at the photos when he went on the train, or when he went across country in the car, or I see the photos in the snow, he's happy everywhere. But the only thing common was his family was with him, his two sisters and his mother. So I think he'd go anywhere as long as they were with him.
I think Charlie would go anywhere that is adventurous, and you know, also somewhere that has some sort of historical significance, you know, which is most places. But you know, the trips that he's taken with you this year, he always comes back, you know, with the missions, and he always comes back with all of this information that he is so ready to share. And you know, that's what he loved most about visiting a certain place, is learning its history. And you know, he's also a kid with a great sense of adventure, so anywhere with adventure and some historical significance. There's a lot of places.
So he'd take his dad and visit all the NHL stadiums and go catch a game at each one.
Cool.
That's what I think.
That'd be a great trip.
Yeah, I know.
want to go
I'd
on
go
that
too.
trip. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I know.
All the hockey.
So if Charlie was going to take an extended vacation somewhere and he could go anywhere, you're thinking Arctic?
I could say he'd go to the Arctic, or somewhere he can just dive into a long book, maybe a beach somewhere.
Gosh, football training camps, all over the world, anything, you know, training camps of all the different sports around the world.
To all the hockey games he could.
I think he would like to go, he's always talking about going to Europe. So I bet he would want to go to like Scotland or do something like that. Yeah, like I think he'd want to go to Europe.
He's been campaigning heavily to go to Ireland and Scotland because the Douglas clan came from there, and he wants to check it out. But I could also see him just going up skiing in Tahoe at North Star for a whole winter. So I think he would have a lot of fun at that and would love it.
Happy birthday, Charlie. Have a great day.
Happy birthday, Charlie.
Happy birthday, Charlie!
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Charlie. Woo!
Happy birthday, Charlie. You're an awesome student.
10 years old. Happy birthday, Charlie! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Charlie.
I just wanted to wish Charlie a very happy birthday. Very proud to be his cousin.
Happy birthday, Charlie.
Happy birthday, Charlie.
Happy 10th birthday, Charlie. I love you. Mwah.